studios of WJCL News. WJCL News at 5, working for you.
And we are on there tonight with breaking news as former Metro Police Chief Willie Lovett is indicted on federal charges. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kevin Holmes.
And I'm Jennifer Andrews. We were there as Lovett was arraigned just a few hours ago. We have team coverage of this breaking story. 3 other people were also charged. WJCL's Larry Spruill is working for you, digging up details on those indictments.
But first, WJCL's Ashley Lincoln was at this afternoon's arraignment. She joins us live at Metro Police headquarters with the latest. Ashley?
Well, Kevin and Jennifer, we're continuing to see the former Metro Chief in a different light. Lovett was arraigned hours ago here at the federal courthouse on charges involving a gambling operation and extortion. Well, he said very little in the courtroom when a judge read the charges he was facing. Lovett was indicted Wednesday by a federal grand jury on charges of extortion, participating in an illegal gambling operation, and conspiracy to obstruct enforcement. Now, he faces a maximum of 110 years if convicted. Now, here's the breakdown of the charges. First, he faces 1 count of commercial gambling with a maximum of 5 years, 1 count of conspiracy to obstruct enforcement with a maximum of 5 years as well, and 5 counts of extortion, each carrying a maximum sentence of 20 years. Now, these charges date back to 2004 when Lovett was a major with the police department. He was granted an unsecured bond in the amount of $30,000. And we caught up with Lovett walking out of the federal courthouse this afternoon with his attorney, and here's what they had to say.
We entered a plea of not guilty today, and we plan to prove that in a court of law very soon. Thank you. That's all we have.
And Savannah Mayor Edna Jackson didn't want to comment on Lovett's indictment, but did say this: our city manager and city attorney have led a broad process that has resulted in overdue change. We are now focused on the future of the department, including the selection of a new chief and implementation of new programs to bring a higher level of professionalism to the department. They deserve your support moving forward. And again, Lovett pleaded not guilty on all charges, and he's looking at over 100 years if convicted. And of course, we're going to follow this case as it continues. But for now, reporting in front of the federal courthouse in Savannah, Ashley Lincoln for WJCL News, working for you.
Ashley, thank you. We continue our team coverage of this breaking story with WJCL's Larry Spruill. 3 others are also charged for their roles in an illegal gambling operation. Larry has been taking an in-depth look at this angle.
That's right. He joins us here in the studio with more. Larry, what have you learned about the case?
Well, Kevin and Jennifer, as you mentioned before, Metro Police Chief Willie Lovett was indicted by a federal grand jury on multiple charges. 1 charge is participating in an illegal gambling operation. But he was not alone. 3 other defendants were also charged as well. Randall Wayne Roach and Kenny Amos Blunt, not seen in this picture, were also charged in the superseding indictment with running an illegal gambling business and with conspiring with Lovett to obstruct the enforcement of Georgia gambling laws. A 4th defendant, Randall Wayne Roach Jr., seen here, was charged with participating in an illegal gambling business as well. Now, according to the allegations contained in the superseding indictment since 2004, Roach, Blunt, and Roach Jr. and others would operate an illegal gambling business in Savannah during holiday celebrations such as St. Patrick's Day and other events. The illegal gambling business would operate in violation of Georgia gambling laws, but free from law enforcement intervention. The Department of Justice says Lovett extorted cash payments from Roach and others. In return, Lovett provided protection to the illegal gambling business against enforcement of Georgia gambling laws. Now, the superseding indictment alleges that in 2013, Lovett received cash payments on 5 separate occasions in exchange for protection against the enforcement of the criminal gambling laws of the state of Georgia. Now, the case was investigated by FBI, and coming up tonight at 6, I'll take a deeper look at those charges and also the amount of time and money that they could face if convicted.
All right, we'll be looking for that. Thanks, Larry. Meantime, our in-depth coverage, it continues on WJCL.com. There you can read the entire Department of Justice release on that indictment. You can also read Mayor Edna Jackson's response, and you can see historicals about the trouble that Lovett has been in over the past year. Then on WJCL News at 6, we take a deeper look at the scandal that has been surrounding him for more than a year.
New details tonight on another big story we've been following for months. A former banker and pastor admits in court how he scammed millions of dollars from investors. Prosecutors say Aubrey Price then faked his own death.
Yeah, well, today he admitted what he did. He even said he wants to accept responsibility. WJCL's Nick Notario was in the courtroom. He joins us now with more on the plea deal. Nick?
Yeah, this thing has been all over the place. Sometimes we've seen him and he had long hair, facial hair. Today, clean cut look. You know, he faced hundreds of years behind bars, but with this deal, he could be sentenced to just 30 years, something his victims tell